as I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains. I met with Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. I first produced my pistol and then produced my rapier. Stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. I said, ooh-rama-doo-rama-da. Wait for the daddy-o, wait for the daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar.
Good morning, friends, and welcome to Sailing in Liberty. I'm really glad you're back. This week has been hectic. We wake up early and go late to sleep. Therefore, we get a lot of work done. We got our boat ready for the masts, and now we have to get the mast ready for the boat. I packed the duffel bag with all the tools we think we need, and I hope we don't have to go too many times back and forth. And we are really grateful that we have the opportunity to do this big undertaking only 5 minutes from our boat, and as well that we didn't discover this in the middle of the ocean. Hey, we don't have problems. This is what we do. We're really doing it.
Good morning. This is us using the wrong tool for the job. Never works every time. At least it's one step in the wrong direction. You achieve nothing while going nowhere. A plumber snake seems like a good idea, but it just doesn't have the lift and the body to push its way through all those snags and hookups inside that mast. And it's got a screw on the end of it, which seems to catch on everything. It would be better to take the day off, but we're not doing that. I'm gonna have busted knuckles to prove it.
Now I'm doing the running rig, I'm washing it, and this is our topping lift. Yeah, it doesn't look that great.
Just from washing it, it came apart like that?
Yep, I don't know if I should have
That's
washed
unbelievable.
it or not.
Well, that's a thorough inspection right there.
It's like, it's goner. After 3 stores, we finally found the proper tool for the job.
Electrician's fish tape, and it's long enough.
50 feet, the mast is 45 feet, and we're very happy to crank out the job tomorrow, yes.
Hey, we have a special shout out today.
The birthday shout out to Russ Paisano.
Russ Paisano! Glad you're out there, man.
Happy birthday!
All right, let's get home and get to bed. Tomorrow's a big day.
Yeah, and let's cook some soup.
Woo!
This week we're rushing to get the boat ready. Therefore, I'm making a big batch of soup so we don't have to plan each meal. And Alison and Mark popped by from Omnivores, Homestead and Quivers, and they gave us this big batch of beautiful veggies. And I tell you one thing, whew, this tomato tastes really like a tomato. Yeah. Look at those peppers. These are beautiful. As an Estonian, we never really had any peppers, so these flavors gonna be amazing in the soup. French call it mirepoix, which is sautéed vegetables in a fat for the soup base. Oh, last week we got the redfish, and this is from the carcass. It's already seasoned and everything, and now we're gonna put all the veggies in. We don't let anything to go to waste. I have already potatoes, I'm gonna mash them and they go in the soup. What a great color. We grilled our fish carcass to enrich the flavor. Let me give a taste. Since it is such a special flavor, I try to really dig it in. The main part of the soup are lentils. And the trick to any good soup is sautéing your vegetables. This is a homemade tomato sauce from Alison's garden. And it develops the really rich flavor. This seasoning is like a little bit chocolatey. I don't know, it smells to me like nice chocolate and like a little cinnamony and smoky. So it really matches to this flavor. Mirepoix is ready, so I'm gonna scoop it up and put it inside our delicious broth. I'm gonna let it simmer around 45 minutes. The soup is ready.
Oh.
Oh yeah! I'm gonna squeeze in some lemon. I went to one of the finest schools in Estonia, and I always wondered if the day like this ever comes. And I prepared for years, and today the preparation meets the readiness. We finally used the Pythagorean theorem on figuring out our toppling lift, since the mast and the boom are the right angle, and we give some extra plus round it up, and it's 110 feet, which we're gonna order from the Defender. It is $1.19 for a foot, pretty crispy, but it is a New England rope. We're gonna go with the Christmas color. The boat needs it. Wow, such a good soup. We're gonna eat it, go to sleep, and wake up tomorrow early when the rooster crows.
Oh, there it is. Look, see it? We're through.
Oh, we are through.
That was like so easy. Screwing around with the wrong thing, man. We lost a whole day not having the right tool. Odds are we wouldn't have bought a scan strut radar dome mount, except that our boat came with a brand new in the box 10-year-old Garmin radar dome. And they make an exact bracket for it. It's a bit of a project, but you got a free radar dome. Not just the beginning of the money you're going to spend. Special Garmin power cable and data cable weren't in the box. Plus rivets, rivet tools, planning ahead, researching, finding the right products, ordering them, and getting them in hand before the countdown begins is a big part of making it happen. Does that look pretty much in the center line now?
I think it's more or less okay.
Okay, I'm going to tape it again.
Hi Jesse, we bought that yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, the snake?
Yeah.
You don't have to break it all the way. Go ahead and drill your other. Take that off.
We're steady now. Get another one in.
Go ahead and put that one in.
Well, now that we're kind of locked in and we got a couple of rivets started, I want to kind of get these feet to land and stay kind of lined up. All right, that's really close to that.
We take a quick break from the heat, and the next step is for me. I'm gonna do this one completely alone. We're gonna install the best radar antenna available for the sailboat, according to Practical Sailor. This antenna is handmade, tuned and tested in USA. It has 125 miles per hour wind rating. It is completely sealed, coil base, and comes with this awesome L bracket. Why it is the best antenna? Because it has the best range. Is it easier now?
It's grabbing now. It's not easier. All right, so we got this sucker on here. We got a bunch of guys that helped us out. The rivets are really hard to pull, but we pulled them, we snapped them, we got them locked in. We just ran our cables. We drilled a big old holes in here. That's a 1 inch and 1 1/4 inch. The grommets came with them. We got power, we got data. We're ready to rock. We're ready to put the dome on.
So the compression post is off.
There we go.
Do we have to mark it where it was before, or we can
Well,
see
the marks are there in the paint.
Okay.
Once we vacuum that away, we're able to see it just fine. It's looking good. You know what? It's still solid for compression.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna keep it
we're
right
gonna
now.
keep it.
Lowest signal loss of any antenna cable. The best.
A little extra weatherproofing. Pretty good, actually. Never did one of these before.
It's 8 a.m. Crane gets here at 10. We got 2 hours to get this thing ready. And I never even thought about it, but the bottom of the mizzen mast is totally garbage. And before I try to attach the foot to it, I'm cutting off the bottom inch. We need some serious metal to work with. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Wow, corrosion never sleeps. That is some wicked pitting on that aluminum.
The crane is on the way and today is the day. And Bobby gonna hit to us pretty soon. And this is such a big undertaking and overwhelming. I want to thank every one of our friends who are following our journey. If everything goes today well, then we will be one step closer for our next passage. This boat gonna be safe and sound, which is the most important thing.
Bobby's got us in a hip tow. We're heading up to Bees Marina with Bobby. And we're gonna get this mast back on and the main mast as well.
Okay, I'm gonna put my belt on. Got everything ready and hopefully nothing bad gonna happen and we are ready to rock.
Reverse.
Reverse!
Perfect. Great job, sweetie. I'm gonna go talk to the crane guy.
Bigger dome is here. Windex installed. We put the fishing rod on the top of the mast to keep the birds away. New boots, the mast down an inch because it was all corroded. New connectors, new coax cable, new connectors, new shoes, new antenna, new lights. Looking good.
When you dare greatly, the forces of the universe come to your aid. And in this town, it's all the best yachtmen. Back again. Man, with a project this big, they just got to be part of it. That's how they roll in this community. It costs the big bucks to get this crane in, and every minute you keep her here, it costs you too. The daunting dimensions of these masts and all the intricate
The
details.
black goes to black. No, there is no black.
Quite a worry getting these wires through.
Had to cut off the data cable of our radar dome. Cat 5 connection. It is RJ45. It didn't fit through the compression post. Look how thick it is. I'm not too happy about that, but it is going great.
Breaker 19, the lines are tight. All the slack's on your end. Come back.
Wires are through the compression post.
Alright, we're gonna bring in the mast now. It's coming on down. The slack out. You got about 6 more inches coming your way, darling.
Roger, go.
Well, the wind kicked up today, so it took a little expertise and a little footwork to get the pins in. It was time to fly the aerialist, and he had to get the span set off anyway, and he quietly threw the shrouds across the spreader and got them on the wrong side.
There once was a ship that put to sea, and the name of the ship was the Belly of Tea. The winds blew hard, her bow it down, oh blow me bully boys blow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. She had not been 2 weeks from shore when down on her a right whale bore. The captain called all hands and swore he'd take that whale in tow. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Before the boat had hit the water, the whale's tail came up and caught her. All hands to the side, harpoon and fought her when she dived down low. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go. Soon may the wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. One day when the tonguing is done, we'll take our leave and go.
We just finished pulling all the wires through from the main mast. I was more worried about this one because it is much tighter nook, and we had to use the old radio wire to pull the fish up, and then with the fish pull the new coax cable down is so much thicker than the old style radio wires. It's 80s boat, not so much space for the wiring. Ted is making the connections for the lights.
Hey, if you're ready down there, we're ready up here. Come back.
Roger that, everything looks good in here.
Mast is coming in. Pull out the little bit of slack. You're going to have about 6 inches of slack coming your way. Put some tension on it.
Okay.
All right, we're set. Mast is down. Come on up here. Let's help you tighten up these shrouds and get everything connected.
Okay, all done.
Courage is taking on a challenge that you're not comfortable with. By the grace of God and some good friends, we're in the home stretch. One more span set free. And now we're down to the nitty gritty.
So now the wind instrument goes in.
I'm interested to know how fast the wind's blowing. I never had that before.
It's not gonna rain.
This is $700. No joke.
700.
Oh yeah. Once you've got it clicked in, you take the flat side of the wire, goes at the bottom.
Yep. That's it.
And then that's it.
All right. And the second
Then we'll
one
fly
is that
over
we're gonna
there.
swing over
Just
there.
try to get the V's in the back.
All right.
Let's go. Thank you, sailor.
Well played, sir. Thank you, Don.
The masts are back on and everything went more or less well. Now I'm giving a couple of more coats on the mast step.
6 to 12 coats is recommended with this varnish. A nice Chianti and a charcuterie platter along the side would be great too. Don't mind if I do.
Don't mind if I do.
I love this Captain's Clear. It's just like basting a little oil on the wood, just so it comes out nice and delicious. Like a smoked ham or something. Just gonna make sure I go edge to edge. Bristol quality. Perfection. You like it the sauce? I like it the sauce. The mast base looks awesome. Last looks.
Wow, it looks beautiful.
You just pry a little bit on every side. If you do it all on one side, you're going to bend the lid. So you're the opposite side. Yeah. Many neat coats are better than one big sloppy coat. Is it gorgeous?
Yes. Got the new basil plant.
Touch on the sides.
What do you think? Is it good?
A few more coats? Ought to do it.
Who would have thought that we are in a point to replace our radio? This is our P&G radio that we purchased from Defender, and this radio we got from our Polish friend. It is Jansen Vintage Edition and it's from 80s.
When you have the length you need, give it a good squeeze. Then release it. Rotate it 90 degrees so you can cut all the way around. This is not a very good stripper, really. We're gonna find out if it works.
How many wires is okay to cut?
Well, I mean, if you can count how many are left, then you cut too many. Always warm up your part first.
I forgot that. It's in between them.
Oh, jeez, you can't have that.
Nothing good.
Wow, you got it!
Gonna connect it?
The speakers aren't hooked up.
Yeah, but...
You put the wires the wrong way?
No, it just collapsed. I took a minute to regroup and I searched online what is a good alternative for the flux. And everybody has one. It is called petroleum jelly and I'm gonna use it instead of the flux until it arrives from Amazon. It seems to be a little bit better.
Did you heat your part first?
No, I forgot. Okay, I think I did a better job right now. I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna let it cool down and...
It fell apart again?
No.
The other one came off.
No.
What oh, what? You didn't put the cover on.
What is wrong with me? In so many levels.
Actually, you know what? Just see if it works right now.
Yep. Just as I thought. Our friend gave his beautiful vintage radio that does not work. 13.5. My soldering job is fine, so I guess this radio goes to trash and we're gonna order a new one from the Amazon. Oh well, but at least I got to practice and I did all my mistake on this radio, and now I know with our PNG exactly what to do. It's a learning curve and it's, you know, it didn't go to waste. I don't know what was that
I think
sound.
the light is making you more positive about every little thing. It's amazing.
Oh, it's going great. The only sad part is that Dad couldn't play his favorite music, world's greatest Oktoberfest music. It's his favorite CD and he would love to listen it every night. Our fly.
Rolling.
With a little practice of that POS radio. One.
Do it. Do it. Oh my gosh, is it about to happen?
Yeah.
Is there sugar and syrup?
Yes, I think so.
Want to see a little puff of smoke first, right?
Mm-hmm. I did everything right this time.
The first thing you got to do when your radio goes bad because you got hit by lightning is you got to take your masts off the boat and start over from scratch. And in our case, that was the situation. And then you got to put in 4 screws to hold this plastic bail in place for your new radio, and that's going to be really sweet. Your $1,200 gets you some screws as well.
I like the angle when I can see it
You want
from
it
the
flat?
stairway.
Right in we go. Zing zing.
Some old termite dust.
You know, ever since we did that mast job yesterday, I think the termites are looking for a new home in the forest.
I was laying in bed last night reading the manual, and the craziest thing, you have to have your antenna hooked up. Otherwise you could damage your transmitter when you turn on your radio. But guess what? This radio takes 2 antennas, which I didn't know before, but thankfully I have 2 antennas.
Did you ever imagine that you're in
It's
this
happening
point?
right now. That looks pretty good. It plugged right in.
What
the heck? What? It's working already.
It's working.
Wow. Now that's a radio.
Hey,
the
that's
best
a radio.
Oh, like I told you before, you got to do it right on a boat because this boat is your lifeline. This is your lifeboat. This is your life. And this radio right here is the best radio you can get. God bless them. BNG, I wish you were a sponsor. But, either way, we're going to buy your radio because what else are you going to do? Because this is the best radio money can buy.
What else you gonna do?
Baby, it worked on the first try. Helen is now our official soldering princess. From now on, forevermore. Let's get the WX. Let's hear some music.
Ooh.
Wednesday and Wednesday night, numerous showers with isolated thunderstorms.
Oh, numerous showers.
Highs in the lower 90s.
Highs in the lower 90s.
Chance of rain 70%.
Breaker 19. Breaker 19.
Okay, Jervis. Run.
Woohoo!
Wow. Yeah, everything seems to be working. Today we'll declare our independence from boat work.
We're gonna hang out with friends and do fun stuff and dance the night away.
Around here, the jungle stretches for miles and the coastline is twice as long. Everybody comes over to Bobby's Marina, yeah, our friend Bobby, and it makes it a lot of fun. It's the place to be. It's the 4th of July and everybody wants to enjoy their freedom and feel their independence. Throw them a few bucks, they give you some of these bingo chips, and before you know it, just hanging out and making it happen. A bunch of guys took me on the boat and we got a little wet on the beautiful Withlacoochee River. Hella's been dying to get out and try one of these kayaks, and I guess today she's gonna do it. That slip and slide is not just for kids, by the way. But then when the night comes, the band lights up the stage, the fires burn, and they just take requests. They'll play anything you want because they know every song. Yeah, these guys are good. A lifetime of practice, and they just can't wait to play. Back home, we would die for a party this great. The music is free. It's the annual Rock the River tribute to our veterans. Hey, you know what? I don't mind if I do. I'll have a taco. These food trucks bring in the original deal, and it's delicious. You gotta have a great night, because you need it. Helen's gotta be the prettiest girl on the dance floor. If she plays her cards right, I might just take her home to my boat tonight. Nobody feels foolish on the dance floor because, let's face it, we've all been drinking. Girls want to dance and the guys want to rock. Bees Marina, the live music getaway.
See you next time
On Sailing Liberty. Thanks for watching. If you like, comment. And please subscribe. We're a new channel. Every subscription counts. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you on the next show. Sailing Liberty.
Arr, fly, arr. Charge, you scallywags.
Aye, Captain.
Like any great adventure, it begins with a girl and a sword. Before you know it, the tail twists into a t-shirt.
Hey, click in the link below in description box and get one of our shirts.
Buy now and join the adventure.